Hi guys, well here are 7 signs to just show you that your baby is ready to be started on solids or on weaning. Hello, my name is Abeti, and in this channel we talk more about creating life solution, motherhood, cleaning, cooking, and anything in between. If it's the first time here, make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for staying in tune. Thank you for watching the video endlessly. Let's just get right into it. Based on everything that everybody knows, we all understand that every kid should be started on solid at 6 months, right? However, sometimes if you consult with the doctors, or based on some facts and everything all rounded, some kids can be started on solids at around 5 months, and we are all aware that there are even kids who are started even earlier, yeah, but it's because of maybe of some reasons which are very eligible. But for me, I'm going to share with you some of the facts, signs that can show you that your baby is ready for solids. Okay, and disclaimer, you have to consult with your doctor before doing this. Like, as much as you notice all these signs that I'm going to discuss, make sure you just talk to your doctor first. Let him or her guide you through all this before you offset the solid milestone, right? First thing that you're going to notice with your baby that is going to show you that your baby is ready for solids, one is that the baby can sit on their own, of course with some minimal support. You can put them down, they can sit like they want to sit upright, of course with support, because they're not fully grown, but at least they can sit down when you put them, maybe with a nursing pillow or a blanket or anything, they can sit. Yeah. Second thing that is going to show you that your baby is ready for weaning is that their head control must be stiff. At least they can control their head, like they can move around alone without help with their head. They can fully support their neck without any help. That can show you that the baby is ready for weaning. My baby started showing these signs at around 4 months, and I was tempted to start him on weaning, but of course I really had to consult. As much as I'm sharing with you, I've just said and I'll repeat, make sure you consult with your doctor first before you start them on the solids. Sometimes also these signs can mislead you, especially if they are putting their hands in the mouth. That can mislead you for teething, and you end up running into conclusion that the baby is growing and all. But no, consult with your doctor first so that you get at least the right answer that you need. Okay, another thing that's going to show you that your baby is ready for solids is that when you're eating your food, or you're serving your family food, or wherever you are, the baby has curiosity with whatever that you're eating. They want to eat, they want to grab, they want to just go there. That should show you that your baby is eager and is ready to be started on solids. My baby behaves like this, that sometimes I feel guilty that you're eating and he's not. That you end up having that guilty fact that, oh, I'm denying this baby the food, but you just can't start them on the food because you're not even sure, because it might end up ruining their digestive system. Yeah, you might end up compromising their gut. So, but you just can't anyway. Kids are just kids. So once your baby grows that curiosity with food and all and interest, just your baby might be ready to be started on solid. Another thing that's going to show you that your baby is ready to be started on solid, when you notice the chewing motions. When you look at the baby, he or she should have those chewy moments, like they're eating something but they are not, especially when you're giving them the teethers at this particular moment. I know you have noticed that your baby kind of bites on things and all, toys and all, but make sure you're giving them toys that cannot harm them, that cannot put them in danger, that they cannot swallow. If they have that chewing moment, might be a sign that your baby is ready to be started on solids, and it's a very good sign. Don't fear, but if you have toddlers like I do, be very careful with the toys that you give them at this particular moment, because this these little human beings are just crazy or something else. They might give them toys innocently, but the toys might end up being harmful for the baby. Something else that you're going to notice with your baby that's going to show you that your baby is ready to be started on solids is the increased appetite. Hey, I'm really suffering with this, and I was assuming that maybe it's because he is a boy, but no, the appetite is on another level. You breastfeed him, you bathe him, you breastfeed him. He finishes breastfeeding, the mouths go direct into the mouth. You breastfeed them again, trust me, they continue breastfeeding, and they might even end up sleeping while breastfeeding until you remove the breast out of the mouth. And it's like the appetite is more than I don't know, it's more than normal. They are over, I can say he is over breastfeeding, like he continuously breastfeed. And I told you that when you notice your baby is putting the hands in the mouth, especially after breastfeeding, it means hunger. They are not, you fed them nicely, yes, but they are not fully satisfied. So if you notice this, it might be they need solids so that they can get fed enough, like how they would want to be fed. So watch on that, but still consult before you start them on solids. Another thing that's going to show you that your baby is ready to be started on solids is the ability to swallow. The baby at this point should have a mechanism whereby if you put something, try with even the bottles, if you put them anything in the mouth, they have the ability to swallow rather than push it out. Just try with the bottle, the milk bottle. If they are pushing it outside, means they are not ready, but if they are swallowing it, means they are very ready to be started on solids, because they should be able to do that. Their mind should be able to detect this food and you can swallow it. I know at this particular point anything that comes in their mouth is eaten, right? But if you place it and they throw it out, means they are not even ready. But if they're swallowing it, means they are ready. Just try with the milk bottle and see how they behave. If they're swallowing the milk, means you can as well start with the solids. But if they're not, then they have your hands. One last thing that should show you that your baby is ready to be started on solids is the loss on tongue thrust. Babies are born with a natural reflux in their mouth that pushes things out of their mouth. And this ends at around 6 months. But if your baby demonstrating otherwise, as in when you're putting something in their mouth, they're swallowing, means they are ready to be fed with solids. Okay, this reflux it's just like a milestone, yeah, so that by the time they are getting to 6 months, it just disappears. You just notice it disappears. However, some kids are like milestones are way different, like their reflux just ends very quickly, if I may say so. It ends early, so they're able to swallow, they're able to detect anything in their mouth and just swallow. So if that is happening, make sure you consult with the doctor so that you can start your baby with solids. With that being said, allow me to also say that starting your baby early on solids has consequences. One, they may end up with digestive problems, they may end up with a compromised gut, they may end up with illnesses like eczema, because you've started them with solids way early. So consult with your doctor, and as you start your weaning process, as you start them on solids, as they get to maybe that 5 months or 6 months, make sure that it's balanced. Make sure you're giving them foods that may not compromise their guts, because trust me, compromised guts in kids really is so bad, because they end up choosing food, they end up with allergies, and it's not so good. This is how it happens. When a kid is born, especially with a vaginal process, there is that there's this when they flush out, they are splashed with those good guts, yeah, when they are born vaginally. But you will notice that the kids that were born with maybe CS always have more compromised gut problem, because they didn't get that those good what is the right name to use here, those good nutrients and all, if that's the right word to say. So this means that when you have a compromised gut, when you're swallowing, your stream is so permeable that it allows things to the bloodstream. And once it gets to the bloodstream also fights them back. Yeah, it wants to remove them from the blood stream, and that's why you will get kids with allergies, because they are being flushed out. They are not needed, so they are flushed out, and they demonstrate using allergies, the pimples and all, eczema, digestive problems. So if you realize also that your baby has a compromised guts like allergies and all, make sure make sure to like kind of cut them down, especially if they're having a lot of carbohydrates, a lot of processed foods, a lot of junks, a lot of sugar. Make sure you cut them down on those. Then start them on maybe probiotic yogurt and all. Just find a way to just cut them. Sugar, sometimes even peanuts. Just make sure you cut it down so that you don't end up with a baby who cannot eat certain foods because you just messed up with his guts. To know more about this, make sure you also consult with the pediatrician so that you can know more about this. I wish, honestly, I really wish I knew this, because my daughter has a compromised gut, but we're trying to fix it at the moment, and that's something that I'm not going to do with my second born. So as much as you're starting them on solids, make sure it's very natural. Make sure you don't also introduce fat unless it's vegetable fats or animal fats. Also make sure it's a balanced diet. Consult with the doctor as much as you can, with pediatrician. Consult so much on this, what you can give them, how, the percentage, the times. Okay, make sure you consult, get to know more information about starting kids on solids, especially if you're first time mom. Just get to know how this happens. That being said, thank you for staying tuned. Thank you for always subscribing, liking my video, sharing. I really don't take it for granted. Thank you so much. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.